Bodgast. Bodgast.
What's up, vibers? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. It has been a while, but we are back. It's been a busy while, but that is all good in the hood. The podcast where we catch up with young, amazing people in our community just doing astronomical things. Today we have another special guest joining us on the couch. We haven't upgraded yet. However, that is the plan in 2025. Who knows where we'll be broadcasting from. But anyway, today, in this episode, we'll catch up with a young woman, young lady, young wahine, doing fantastic things. You might be able to hear her giggling in the background, but her name is Hannah Tunupopo. Welcome.
Thank you.
I see you're really nervous.
Very, very nervous, yes.
Nothing to be nervous about, Hannah. You'll be fantastic. Now, before we get rolling, tell all the millions and millions of Bodgast viewers, yourself, an introduction.
Oh, maybe this is something that we should have done in the debrief, but...
Introductions are best just off the cuff, Hannah. Tell us who you are.
I'm Hannah. I'm born and bred here in Tokoroa.
Wow,
I'm currently working at Westpac here in town.
A banker, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And I am a mother of one.
Mother of one.
Beautiful 12-year-old girl.
Awesome. You left the most important thing out though.
What's that?
You know, like you didn't come with a flower in your ear, so I can't, make out whether you're single, whether you're taken. Like, you mentioned all those really cool things, whānau? But she left out the most important one of all. Are you taken? Are you in a relationship? Is it complicated, or are you single?
Well, my heart is taken by none other than our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ currently.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it. So if you love Jesus, you might be in with a shop, whānau. So we'll leave her description below. You can add her as a friend somewhere and take her to church, and that's going to be a very large step to, becoming part of her heart along with Jesus, whānau.
Amen.
Hey? Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself. You're born here. So do you remember much about your upbringing? Which kindergarten did you go to?
I went to David Henry Kindergarten, so I lived here in town till I was about 3 or 4, and then spent most of my childhood, like primary school and intermediate, in Auckland.
Auckland? Why Auckland? Tell us. How did you go from the best kindergarten in Tokoroa? I know some people say, no, the best, David Henry, because I went to David Henry. How'd you end up from David Henry to Auckland?
My mum wanted to get out of this town.
Okay.
I don't think she was raving about this town as much, and she just wanted to try something new, so we went to the Hibiscus Coast, which is like Red Beach, Orewa.
That's really not Auckland though. That's sort of like upper class Auckland. When I heard you say Auckland, you meant like South Side, West. No. That's like Auckland.
Yeah, I guess so. People usually say it's like north. It's
nice up there.
It is. It is very nice. It's cool growing up by the beach and stuff. Made heaps of friends here, of course.
So, growing up on the beach, surfer, fisher girl.
Always loved fishing.
You love fishing?
Fishing, number one, fishing, not surfing.
Yeah.
Boogie boarding, but
boogie
not
boarding?
surfing.
So when you boogie boarded, okay, gotta ask you
It was like a lifetime ago.
I know it's a lifetime ago, but did you boogie board like with a rash top or bikini or a t-shirt?
I grew up modestly. I could not wear bikinis.
All right. So it was either a t-shirt
Yeah.
or a rash top?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Were you good at it?
I don't know. I was just,
Yeah?
did what needed to be done. Ride the waves, isn't that the whole point?
Of course. Did you have flippers or did you do it barefoot?
No.
No, island styles, eh?
Yeah, of course.
I learned styles. How long did you stay in Auckland for?
I left there in third form, so however, what would that be? How many years?
It's so you were there quite a bit.
Yep. Went to Orewa College.
Orewa College.
Yeah.
I love it. She said it correctly. Orewa College. Some people still say Orewa.
Orewa.
I'm from Orewa.
Yeah.
Wow.
The majority of people that live there probably.
Actually, I have one memory about Orewa. On the beach there, because it's quite flat. It's a real family-friendly type of beach.
Yep.
All at the beach one Sunday, and you've got all these, no disrespect, all these Europeans, right?
Yeah.
They're out in the sun, lying on their towels, and I don't know, trying to get a tan. And you've got all the islanders sitting under a handful of trees that are up on the bank. Hey, and everyone's like, bro, come and enjoy that. Hell no, man, we're in the shade, bruh. We don't need to get a tan like those fellas. We're already tan. But beautiful place, though. Great place to...
Believe it or not, I was actually the black henna.
Were you?
Yeah.
I believe that.
All the other hennas were English. So.
Hey? The black henna. I
know.
love that.
I know.
The black henna. Why don't you come back to Tokoroa? Did you have enough of being the black henna? You wanted to come to Tokoroa and be the black henna?
I was actually sick of living up there, but I went and spent a year at Mount College. Hated it there. And I was like, I want to come to Toke. And then so I just decided to move in with my auntie and uncle. And I started Forest. So glad. I was like, why did I not come here sooner?
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So you were at Forest from...
Fifth form.
Fifth form? All right.
Yeah, 15.
It's funny. There we go.
Yes.
My headphones are playing up on me. I love it, eh? It must be the socket. Actually, I'm just going to take them off. Don't really need headphones, eh?
You don't? You said we did.
Yeah, we do, but it's annoying me with my hat.
No, I feel silly wearing mine if you're not wearing yours.
You're good. You're good. I'll just,
Oh, you can just both take them.
Can
you
I?
can take yours off if you want, eh? All right.
Yeah, as well.
Okay.
The reason why we have headphones is because you can just
Hear.
hear, you can hear.
Cool.
I love it. She just turned us up. You can just put them in the middle there if you want to. You can hold on to them. So Forest, you're at Forest from fifth form?
Yep.
What do you remember from Forest for you?
How cool it was that I had family at school. I never had like cousins or family. And then I started at Forest and everyone said that we were cousins. All the Islanders anyways.
It's funny how all Islanders are related, all Māoris are related,
Yeah.
and all white people are supposedly related as well,
Yeah.
It's quite crazy. But if you want to get all biblical, everyone's related, aren't they?
Touche.
Eh? That's crack up though. I like that because you would have missed that growing up
I did.
away from Tokoroa.
Yeah, and there's no culture up on the coast, so it wasn't really kapaka groups or poly groups or anything like that, so it was cool to come to a cultural school. That's what I thought.
Forest, it was pretty cultural at that time, eh?
Yeah, it was big cultural groups. It was cool.
Did you guys go anywhere?
Yep, I went to Australia. Was it fifth form? Sixth form? I can't remember.
Man,
It's a lifetime.
I remember when I was at high school, our culture groups didn't go to Australia.
Didn't you? What school did you go
We
to?
didn't go anywhere at Tokoroa.
Oh,
We didn't go anywhere.
that
We weren't allowed.
Australian trip was like traditional. I think they had done it like many
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah,
Went to all the same
I
places.
think the old schoolers had started that,
Yeah.
making up for when they were at school because they weren't allowed to go anywhere either. Back in those days, Mum, no,
I don't know.
go inside your bedroom. Got a little pocket. Mum, can I go here? Yeah, you go there in your bedroom. Yeah. But hey, that's good. That's
Yeah.
a good foundation for life.
Hmm.
So you can pass that on to your kids when they grow up and say, Dad, can I go to school camp? Shh, a little school camp called Tunupopo, see? Go school camp in your room.
You didn't do that. They went to school camp, surely.
Did they? Did I send my kids to school camp? I can't remember, to be honest. I think I did. I think I was too soft, eh? It's too soft, I think they call it. You end up being like that. What's a couple of good memories you can take away from Forest apart from the poly groups? What were the teachers like when you went to school there?
All good. Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have a favourite teacher?
Favorite teacher.
Can I get you to name drop?
I don't know if I had a favorite. The most entertaining
Okay. Who was the most entertaining teacher?
would definitely be Miss Earnshaw.
Eh?
Yeah.
I won't add to that.
She's a cool music teacher.
I won't add anything to. There's so much I could add to that, but I won't.
Yeah.
We'll just,
No, there was heaps of cool teachers. That like, there's probably not many that I didn't like, to be honest.
Was Michael there during your time?
Yeah, he's my year.
He's your year. Wow.
Yeah.
He was a character, eh?
Yeah.
Eh? Old, what I used to call him? Fresh breath. No, I can't remember. Michael, eh? Talented guy, though. Talented individual. But, yeah. Thinks he's talented in some things that he isn't.
Oh, is that right?
Eh? Yeah.
Island food plates?
Well, you know, I could dive a little bit deeper, but that would be telling stories, wouldn't it? That's what the podcast is all about. What's said in the room stays in the podcast room.
How do you figure that when we post it?
Because it only goes on the podcast platform, so it stays in the whānau, see? Only the podcast people can, you know. It's a great thing, Anna. It's a great thing. You lasted 2 years at Forest?
5th, 6th and 7th form. Yep, finished school.
Did you get your leaving jersey? No?
Yep.
Why do they have a leaving jersey?
Know something to hold on to that you finished school?
I never got
Sure.
one back in those days at Tokoroa. Mind you, I didn't make 7th form, so...
It's usually, you didn't?
No, I left during 6th form. Did they have 6th form leavers jerseys?
Nah.
No, just 7th form. No, I didn't make 7th form. Loved high school, though. High school
Yeah.
was a blast. Loved it.
I loved high school too.
Even though I spent most of it not at school, but it was good, though. Hey, see, I'm open about that. We're open here on the podcast. No judgment. No judgment. No judgment at all. So what did you plan on doing after being in that family environment of Forest View? Does your life story get interesting? Or
Yeah, I had my child in 7th form.
That's not what I was getting at.
So that kind of limited what I was doing
so
afterwards.
You got pregnant in 7th form?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
How was that for you? Tell us about it, if you can touch on it.
Wow.
Did you freak out about it? Or?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Naturally.
How did you tell your parents you were pregnant? This is the story.
The words didn't leave my mouth. It felt like a swear word. It felt like blasphemy to say pregnant. So pretty much bought my mum a bottle of Jim Beam and I gave it to her and I looked at her and I didn't say anything really, and she goes, oh, and then she knew. So I didn't have to say it as such.
Wow, I love that. There you go, Father. You've heard it here first. Bottle of Jim Beam, just give it to your mum and dad.
My dad would not have accepted that.
Or your mum, and I love that.
I didn't tell my dad. My mum told my dad.
Your mum told your dad. How was your dad's reaction?
Well, my mum threatened him and said, don't you make her feel bad about it. So he didn't talk about it. He was like, it was like 3 months later, I think, he mentioned baby clothes being on sale, and I was like, oh my goodness. He mentioned it. Because my dad's very, very straight as. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, of course, he's a great example.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants your child to have a baby at high school anyways?
Well, there are some parents who just don't want their children to have babies, full stop.
Yeah.
Because of the action it requires.
Yeah.
So, hey, I get it, but I suppose what's cool about that is, you got through that period and time in your life. How was it being, were you pregnant at school or did you finish school? Or okay.
Yes. I was full term come December, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you make prize giving?
Yeah, it was massive.
And how was that? Like, I didn't actually realise that, even though I know you quite well. I didn't realise you were actually pregnant. I thought you got pregnant after school, but this is,
No.
you still went to school, you still had your head up high.
I was in a band, and I thought, oh my goodness, there's like some pictures of when we were in high school, and I was like, that's not a good look, being this pregnant girl just on stage with the rest of the band. But yeah, we did it.
Did you get any dramas? Like, did you get people who just, gave you grief for,
No.
making a decision? It was
No,
real good?
if anything, I got a cruisy 7th form. My teacher was just like, if you don't feel well or if you're tired, come in. So I pretty much took that and ran with it and skipped tutor every morning.
Love it, man. Well, Obviously.
Yeah, so the only grief I got would probably be from my mates who were like, stuff you, why do you get to skip tutor? So yeah, nothing major. But
Get pregnant and you can skip tutor.
yeah, but they're boys, so it's like, what could you say? Yeah.
Oh, who was the principal then? Ian?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm just trying to, he definitely was when I started. Crawford, eh? Yep.
Oh, Richard Crawford. Was he
Richard,
the principal?
Ian
So I was
Crawford, yeah,
thinking Ian
Richard.
Ferguson. Richard.
Yes!
Changed to
Oh,
Ian.
I haven't heard that name in ages. Yeah, yes, so it was Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What were your thoughts? Like obviously you never prepared to become a mum in 7th form. Did you think about what was going to happen after you had baby, or you just wanted to get through that cycle? And did you ever have the decision of termination?
When I had first told my mum, she said she would support me either way. And I was like, what? What? I would never do that, Mum, you know, the latter. So, no, that thought never crossed my mind.
Cool.
And
So-
her dad was so excited, so, yeah.
Was he in 7th form too, or was he?
No, he finished.
He'd finished
Yeah.
the year before, or 5
2
years
years.
earlier? 2 years before.
Two.
It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
That's all good. So he was pretty excited.
Yeah, he was.
All right.
Happy as I was like, oh my gosh.
So you were sort of excited, or
I was scared.
you were scared, just didn't know what was going to happen after you.
Yeah, I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I
Wow.
had great support. So,
Do you? I mean, obviously, there's no regrets, right?
no,
Never was
none.
any regrets.
Never.
But at the time, did you regret your actions? Did you think, what did I, like, what were you thinking as a young? How old were you? 17, 18?
17, but 18 when
17?
I had her. Yeah.
Right, 18 when you had it. Like, were you thinking, oh, Hannah,
Well,
what were you up to? What were you thinking?
yeah, I just remember crying and not believing it, and then to the point where I still went and played rugby that week because I did not believe it. The doctor said it was fine though, and my daughter's fine. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was in very much a denial phase. Did not believe it, but then, yeah, just rolled with it once it was.
Okay, well, we're talking
Yeah.
about the mama and the baby thing. So how was birth for you? Like, how was that
Traumatic.
experience? Yeah, traumatic?
Yes.
How long were you in labour for? Can you
19 hours, pushed for 5.
remember? Wow.
Yeah.
It's
You're not
a
even allowed to push
lot
for
of
that long
push.
now. I know.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, eh?
No.
Isn't it supposed to be just one long sustained?
I
When
don't know.
it's
I think
time
they
to
go
go?
maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know what the go is.
I've got to
No.
ask you, because everyone says males don't understand
Yeah.
childbirth.
I don't know. Maybe I had a good attitude. I know I wasn't screaming or yelling or
So
swearing.
it wasn't sort of a traumatic experience for you?
It was traumatic,
Yeah.
but I just thought this was normal, so I just rolled with it. Yeah.
What was the pain, 1 to 10? Where was the pain on that scale?
It feels so long ago. I just know that you.
It's just
Just-
part of history.
Yeah, I
it's
just
just
kind of
part
just
of-
went with it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
How
rolled
was your feeling once you'd given birth?
I was like looking at her like, I can't believe this is my baby. Like,
It just came out of
yeah, like just looking at her like she's mine. Like
Yeah.
she's mine. I can't believe it. Yeah.
me. Yeah.
I don't know. I was tired. I was exhausted by then, so I wasn't really smiling. It wasn't really like my photos were like pretty half pie, but I don't know. I was all good until my sister came. That was like when my sister came. I was like, we both cried. That was like the only time, and I don't know. It felt weird that I was a mother when it came to my sister.
18?
Weird.
Your room, like most islanders have half the island there. People they
Oh, yeah.
seen like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They're there for, how was did you have a full room, or was it just,
First, I just wanted my mum and her dad. And by the end of it, I had my auntie and his mum as well. Needed all the assistance I could get after 5 hours.
yeah.
Didn't really care after a
Wow.
while. Yeah.
Hamilton?
Yep. Didn't find out what we were having either. It was a
It's a
surprise.
surprise.
Yeah.
So how'd you feel having a daughter?
I knew I was having a daughter.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just knew. I couldn't even think of any boys' names. I just couldn't see myself with a boy. And I just kind of knew that she would be a girl. Even though everyone's like, it's going to be a boy, it's going to be a boy. No. Had my girl.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
Now that beautiful girl is how old now?
She's 12. She'll be 13 next year. Next
12,
month.
13 next month. Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey,
And
she'll
same
be a
height as me.
teen.
Yeah. Same height as
Hey.
me. She'll be looking down on me come next
She
year.
has got a bit of height, hasn't she?
Yeah, her dad's tall, so yeah.
And, you know, you mentioned in your introduction you're the mother to one child, so
Yeah.
obviously you haven't
One and done.
ventured down that path again.
Hell
or
no.
to grow the
No.
Hannah Tunupopo legacy.
Nah, don't
No?
need that. My sister's got 3 kids, I've got
One
4.
and done.
Yeah.
Eh? One and done. But if you're a man of God, hey, and you happen just to, you know, feed Hannah the right fruits, things could possibly change. Never say never.
Oh,
Eh?
I think I'd be more devastated now than when I was 17, but you know, I was pregnant.
Oh, crazy. How has motherhood been for you? Like, obviously it's not easy. I don't know, I'm just talking from my experiences. Girls are never easy to bring up.
Oh, honestly, I was a little bit sad too, you know, when you think about boyfriends and periods and things like that. When it comes to girls, I feel like boys would be easier. I'm great. She's the oldest grandchild, so she's very well loved. My daughter's so well loved. She's the first girl on her dad's side as well, so
Wow.
yeah. After 8 boys, her grandmother was screaming with excitement when she came out a girl.
Is she going to get all the land? All the land.
There's
That part of the island, that but no.
Nah, she was going to get everything to start with, but now she's got cousins, which she just loves, which is cool. But there's quite an age gap between. I think it's 4 years and 4 or 5 years till the next ones come. So it's a bit
How
of a
did
gap.
how did your dad react to it?
Oh, once she was born,
Yeah,
he was at my house every day.
yeah, of course he was.
Every day, having
Love
his cuddles. I knew that he would always love her. There was
Yeah.
no doubt about that. So she's the apple of her papa's eye for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. Like, I mean, I suppose your dad's just being a parent, you know,
Yeah.
loves you and
Expected marriage first, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Growing up in the church, you hope for marriage first.
Hey, man of God, if you're a man of God, mate, it's a possibility. Hey, just have to love God. Hannah loves God. If people don't get the key by the end of this, Hannah, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know how much more I can explain it or draw it out on the table. Hey?
Well, I'm not looking anyway. So.
Yeah, of course you're not looking. You never look. But you never know what God just drops out of heaven. Hey? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 13 soon into the teens. Challenges as a mum. You know, like, there's some nights we sit there and go, oh, where is this man of God?
No more like, where is my chill? She's just a child. No. Oh yeah, hormones, you know, teenagers coming into that space is pretty hard out.
You would have noticed too the change, you know, of the world 12 years ago, 13 years ago to where it has now. It has evolved so quickly and the world is so different, isn't it?
Scary.
It's crazy.
Scary. Phones, social media, all that rubbish.
It's just out the gate. Like, I mean, you know, what saddens me in the world today is, you know, one minute we're talking about this country bombing that country. A year later, they're still bombing each other, but it's normal. Do you know what I mean? It's just normalised. Like, it's quite normal for everyone just to rise up against each other, and it's just part of life, and it's normal for a kid to come out and do this, and a kid to come out and do that. It's normal for this at school. It's crazy, because definitely wasn't normal for me. Probably not even normal for you.
No, heck no.
Like, I know everyone your age, I don't put you in that generation, this generation, because this generation's
a lot different,
very different. And technology definitely has a massive part to play in that. What are steps as a mum do you take? You know, like, you're obviously trying things all the time because things are changing. Is there a certain, you know, process you like to go through with your girl? Or do you just play it day by day, week by week?
Pretty much. just try and have conversations as opposed talking with her as opposed to at her. Still learning those ones, still learning how to navigate and not be like, try to be more understanding rather than.
It's hard, I think kids these days call it, I'm just having an opinion. When I grew up, I wasn't called an opinion. But
Wow, I mean, my dad was so strict on us as kids.
Yeah.
We couldn't argue. We couldn't say shut up, like any of that sort of stuff. It was strict.
Me too.
Yeah.
Shut up's a swear word. Did you
But
hear
not
that?
even my dad say shut up. Like, he walks his talk, so he's like a great example. But, yeah, going and kind of living two different lives when your mum would let you say shut up as well. Kind of. Sorry, Mum.
While we're talking about parents, tell us about your parents. Who's your mum and dad?
My mum is Steph. Both my parents pretty much born and bred here. Oh, my dad was born in Raro, but lived most of his life here. Don't know, come from big families.
Yeah.
Both my parents have 7 siblings.
So your dad's obviously a Tunupopo from the Tunupopo family, massive family.
Yeah.
And your mum is a
Gibson.
Gibson. They're another massive family too.
Yeah, they are big.
And it's obviously the Gibsons on Bella.
Yeah.
See, if you don't know the Gibsons on Bella, everyone knows the
Honestly, it was
Gibsons
so
on
weird
Bella.
coming to school and people were like, oh, I know your dad or I know your family. Or I'm like, whoa, do you?
You're the Gibsons on Bella. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I went to school with your uncles too.
probably.
Yeah.
Bit naughty.
Oh, a bit. A bit naughty. Oh.
Bit mischief.
Who was the naughtiest? Philip? Was it Philip?
Oh, I felt like my Uncle Nick would have been.
Oh, I don't know. They used to do some out of it things, the Gibson boys. It was funny because they were and I don't want to offend any of our European viewers, okay, but they were the white boys who were always courageous enough to hang out and kick with the black boys, but they'd do things where the black boys would go, hey, we've got to try that next time. You know what I mean? Like, we'd learn some stuff that we'd never, ever do from the Gibson boys, eh?
Yeah.
But hey, that's cool. Big family. How are they doing? Are they all good?
Yeah, good. Don't know. To me, they're just funny. Get along with all of them,
So when Christmas comes around, who do you hang out with? Both sides?
It's kind of hard when you lose your grandmothers as well, when they're usually kind of like the glue that holds everyone together, and everyone meets up. So try and do what you can, and as you get older too, you have your own families, so it's kind of like just doing things. That's
a true line though with the grandmother line, because I remember my Samoan grandmother, when she was alive, every Christmas was with her. And it doesn't matter where you lived, whether, in-laws, out, whatever, every Christmas was with my grandmother.
Yeah.
And then it's so funny because she's been dead for what, is it 10 plus years? Could be 12 years, something like that. We've never spent Christmas together again.
Since.
Yeah, crazy, eh? We've just gone to our own families and had Christmas with our own family. But for years, like right from I remember when we were small, it was always with my grandparents. Then my grandfather died, and then it was with my grandmother. But Christmas was always there as soon as she passed.
It just changes, eh?
It's just changed, and it feels, I don't know, sometimes you feel like you lose a little bit of that family identity, because then you do end up having your own Christmases, and then you're spending Christmas with the in-laws, and you're sort of not used to it because you don't usually do that. Yeah. And it's interesting how you mention that, grandmothers, grandparents sort of are the reason for the season when you think about it. They hold everyone together, they hold the family together, and when they're no longer around, everyone just...
We don't overly celebrate Christmas anymore. It's not something that I get into. Don't do the presents or anything anymore. I'm like, it's definitely time for family though, eh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my memories of Christmas was because my grandmother used to live on the corner of Ferguson and Thompson there next to the school.
Oh, yeah.
So all our Christmases were there, so it was always going to David Henry's school and playing cricket. And a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of people know the Samoans play gilikitsi during the holidays, but when we grew up, us young Samoan boys, we just wanted to be cricket players. Wanted to play for the Black Caps, wanted to be like Richard Hadley, all these.
I feel like I can believe that. Abel loves to play cricket too. They used to have us playing cricket
We didn't like Samoan cricket. We loved European cricket, the proper, so we'd go to the David Henry.
Prefer the rules, or?
Yeah, no, we just prefer the bat that we could hold, not the bat that was halfway to the door.
Oh, they're massive, are they?
Yeah, they're so long. We preferred so we always used to play cricket, like, it felt like from Christmas Day through to, like, I don't know, close to New Year's, we'd go out like for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Much fights?
Oh, it was when, someone bowled a bouncer or aimed, or, there was a few arguments.
Yeah, of course.
But we had the rules. What was it? Over the dental clinic was 6. Over the fence, bouncing the ball was 4. Over the fence on the fall on the road is out. And then it's 1 run to the grass, 2 runs to the back grass, and then the same rules for the... So we had, we'd all fueled, and remember those days. I loved it though, but it was like something you always look forward to.
Mm.
So you're right when you say family time is... It's way more important than gifts. I mean, yeah, what's Nala like with her?
With not getting it?
Well, just in general, does she like gifts? Does she not like? She's not fussed.
Oh, she's a child. They all like gifts. Who doesn't like receiving gifts? She just knows that that's the go with us, so she's fine. Yeah. But she still obviously gets to celebrate it on her dad's side.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Islanders love
so she's fine.
Christmas.
She's fine.
What's generally on the Christmas table for you guys? Since Christmas is not too far away.
I like food.
Yeah.
All sorts.
Yeah.
It's like usually potluck, And my mum, even though she's white, she makes island food better than most islanders.
It's funny. Sometimes it's like that.
She learned from the best, though. She learned from my grandmother.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So, let's fast forward. We'll leave out that middle bit where I became part of your,
Oh, yeah, because it wasn't that long after.
Yeah.
I don't think, yeah.
Well, for those who don't know, Hannah ended up jumping on a program that I was tutoring, broadcasting music media technology. There's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Who named that program?
Well, it was actually Joe who had
Yes.
hit me up. And I was like, huh?
Yes. Joe Sullivan.
Yes.
So, yeah, we had a program running, and Hannah jumped on that program as one of our students. How did you enjoy that anyway? You can be honest. If it sucked, you can say it sucked.
No, it was good, and we learnt a lot. Well, we did a lot, didn't we?
Did,
yeah.
We did.
Had a radio station there for a little bit.
Oh, did too. And someone tried to take it off me. But anyway, that's another story for another podcast.
That's neither here nor there.
Oh, yeah. But that was great, though. Like, I must say, the relationships that I made through that program is crazy, because a lot of yous just...
Because that's how I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of yous just ended up being freaking amazing people. Some, like anything, nothing's perfect.
Mm.
There are a couple that sort of, fell over the wayside or off the bridge into the river, but you can expect that. But there are some of yous who just really grew, and it was a good course though.
It was like music production, photography. There was like quite a bit.
We even did trips too, eh?
Yeah.
Just go on trips.
Some trips, yeah.
Hey, trips here, trips to the pub. No, jokes. Didn't do that.
No.
Didn't do that. So then after that, what did you do with your life? Because you didn't end up at Westpac. You were somewhere else before, but how did
I get there?
Yeah, did you... what was the focus for you?
I started working at Pockets.
Yeah.
So I worked there for a couple of years. That's once I had finished that.
Yeah.
Got an admin job out at the old fire station. They do like...
first aid
industry training, yep. And then got the job at BNZ.
How did that land? Like, when you go from Pockets, because you're a great customer services person, eh? Even though she's really shy to jump on here, but she's really awesome when it comes to, just making somebody feel good.
Wow.
How did you end up from, Pockets out there and then to BNZ? Like, that's...
The manager down at BNZ here in Tokoroa was, she's a local girl as well. She told me she hired me because of my personality. She said, you can't teach personality, but you can teach the job.
Of course.
And that's why she hired me, so that's why I got it. I don't know if I passed the psychometric testing or anything like that, but yeah, Ali.
Yeah, because I remember one day I walked in there and then you were behind the tiller.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, there's Hannah.
Yeah, started there on
Shut the front door. Hey, can we rob you next week?
Yeah, so started there on a fixed term contract, but didn't get a permanent job, so I started working casual. Then I got a permanent job in Matamata, so I was commuting to BNZ over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then my friend, Giselle, she sent me a like a job application from SEEK for Westpac here in
Tokoroa?
Tok. Yeah. And I was like, I was happy where I was, had a cool team, enjoyed it there, but I was sick of driving. And I'm not really the most, or wasn't at that time, punctual person, so like, you know, some dangerous rides, so some questionable.
How many demerit points did you lose?
No, I only got one speeding ticket
Oh,
the whole
wow.
time, only one, yeah.
It's very tempting to go very quick driving.
But it was
that
foggy,
way.
That's the only reason he was like, oh, you're going a
Oh.
bit too fast, so. Actually,
Should've
two.
just disappeared down the driveway or something.
Can't do that on the streets.
Just turn the lights.
Do you know those streets? On your way over there? Yeah, so I wasn't going anywhere.
How fast were you going?
I think I was like 112. Not too bad. It's
Really?
not anything too bad. It was only because it was
112.
foggy. That's why he said.
Mind you, I've gotten a ticket doing 56 and a 50.
Nice.
Hey, that officer must have been bloody bored. Hey, or she must have been out of her brains.
Oh, just gaining revenue anyways.
Oh, that's all they do. It's all they do.
Yeah,
Hey?
that's it.
No, I shouldn't say that because I've got some good bros that are cops, but
Yes.
some of them, they got a ticket off and
56 on a
fulfill
50 is pretty
their- I
harsh
know.
though.
I've even got 58 on a 50.
Yeah, I can understand that, but
But that's like me, you know, walking 2.5 steps per metre rather than 2. Like, it's jinkus.
unfortunately
Anyway.
that's not what the law says anyways, but
Well, the law says a lot of things that they don't. You know, anyway, that's a whole nother podcast. So you applied for your job at BNZ?
Westpac,
Oh, sorry, Westpac, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And I got it. So that was...
What did they say? Did it say like? Oh, it's the person. Or did you?
She told me that I didn't get the job. She was like, I don't have the job, but I do have another job for you that I want to do. So she kind of created the position, like did
Wow.
it. So yeah, it was a teller job. But the only reason why I took the job is I wanted to upskill because I was only a teller, so I wanted to kind of get into the lending space as well. And yeah, she was cool. It was a cool manager. Her name was Susie. She just said that I just to learn the products and get to know Westpac, just to be a teller for a few months and then kind of jump into the lending role, which was cool. So I've definitely been blessed.
I know in Australia at the moment, and I've had plenty of the boys sort of moan about it, you know, when they go into a bank in Australia and want to take out $2,000 or $3,000 of their own money, they get questioned on what they're going to do with it. But it's like, it's my fucking money.
Yeah, it's that whole anti-money laundering and stuff like that. They just want to know what you're doing.
Are you guys in that sort of predicament where some, you
All
know, I
banks
come
are.
in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it feel weird though?
I don't know, because we're just told to do our job, so we do it, you know.
Like, I know if I came into you and then withdrew out, you know, $30, because that's all I've got on my bank at the moment, surely you're not going to ask me what I'm going to do with my $30.
No, I'll say, why don't you have a card? Save you some money rather than withdrawing over the counter.
So if you have a card and withdraw it, it saves the questions as well?
That's if you go to the ATM,
Yeah.
but if you're going to go in branch.
Is there a need for a branch? I think there is, just personally. I think there is.
So you should. Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Definitely think there. Because let's be honest, Hannah's more a personal banker. There's nothing like going in to see someone and sit there and talk to someone who knows you, knows your situation, knows who you are, and is local. Why do, and I know it's all around revenue and saving money and all this bullshit, but why don't banks think like that in small communities?
Our bank does.
Yeah, they do.
We're still here 5 days a week.
They do.
I don't know. COVID is what changed a lot of it. That's when all your hours changed. But we've still been taking 5 appointments 5 days a week. Yeah. So can't speak for the other banks.
It's crazy that way. Like it is crazy. And I know some people who work. I know some some of you work at other banks and I know you and you know me and you're cool too. It's just not this cool.
Okay.
See, we're just honest on the podcast. We just say it out what it is. Hey, so, but I think that's one thing, the banking system has missed. They've really gone away from that, not your bank, but other banks. Around that personal touch. I mean, it's like when you go pick up a coffee from your favourite coffee place every morning and they put a little smile and whatever it is. I mean, it sounds cheesy, but if you're the receiver of their coffee, just gives you that personal touch, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people still see us, people still want that. But depends what sort of service you're wanting. Some people don't mind just calling the 0800 number or looking online and things like that. Maybe it's quicker. I don't know, coming in branch. I don't know.
It's definitely not friendly,
Hey, you can't say that because I work on the call centre too. I'm always friendly.
Yeah, I know you are. And if I got you on the call, it's just, I don't know, it's so robotic. It's like they have a piece of paper there and they ask you a question and look at the paper and the answer's there that you're supposed to give.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it feels that way. And I mean, even change banks to go to Hannah. That's how stick our previous bank was. Anyway, that's just another. I won't say who the previous bank is because I don't want to upset anybody. But it's always good to shop around for something that suits you, right?
Yeah, for sure. And this time that we're living in as well, definitely.
What's the first thing you do as a banker when a new client comes in? Like, what do you just, like anything, survey the scene, see what the situation is, or do you really have in your mind what you want to do with them or where you want to take them? Or
it's like all of the above, really.
Yeah.
Depending, because obviously you have an idea of what they're coming in for. I think the biggest thing is obviously building a rapport as well, just to get to know them. You don't want them to feel like it's robotic and that they're just another person or another number.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just building a relationship because that's what it's about.
What about days? Do you have days where you go home and you go, oh.
Of course.
Dude!
Just switch off, don't even want to think. Yeah, it's definitely a high pressure job for sure. There's a lot of challenges. You can't really take work home with you.
Got to leave it, eh?
Yeah, you have to. Some days it's obviously, I think about something at night, I'm like, got to remember that for tomorrow, email myself.
I like that. That's actually a good trait to have.
Yeah.
I sometimes do that, but most of the time I don't.
I've got a shocking memory, so I have to.
Yeah, I'm one of those too, I think. just got a memory, but no, it is there. Sometimes you forget things. And it might be something little. Like some people call it dementia, but sometimes I forget people's name. One of those things. So, where do you see yourself, Miss Hannah? And say, I'll be realistic, a couple of years. Still at Westpac, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't really have goals. I'm just so laid back that I just take every day as it comes. I don't like planning too far ahead. I've got a bit of commitment issues.
Yeah.
Don't like committing myself.
Just to a man of God.
I mean in general, in life in general, is commitment. Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's some people. As long as you know what you're up to, what you're doing, where you're going. Your girls are good. Your parents are fine.
Yeah.
What more do you do in life?
Exactly. It's just it's little things. Being content.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Look, before we sort of wrap things up and play a little game, you're a bit of a singer, Hannah.
Oh, hell no.
Now, I remember when you were on course, you had a beautiful voice.
Oh.
Are you still singing?
In the shower?
In the shower.
With my daughter in the car?
What was that, funny? No, you can't go and listen to her while she's singing in the shower. You have to be a man of God.
How?
What do you sing in the shower?
What do you mean? It's honestly, you just sing along to anything that's playing. I don't know.
Oh, so you're one of those girls? You play something and then you sing along to it?
It's just whatever's in my head.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you don't sing anymore, apart from the shower?
Nah, just sing with my girl. I don't even know how I did half the things I used to do. I'm like, how did I have...
Great singer.
Have
you seen that clip online of you?
Oh, stop. What clip are you talking about?
Just Whānau. Jump on YouTube.
No way, Jose.
Hannah Tunupopo.
Stop.
Hey, there's a clip on that she can sing.
Oh,
I'm
no.
surprised you've stopped singing.
Hey, I'm
Or
better
maybe
as
I'm
a
not
group
surprised.
as opposed to a soloist. But definitely, like, hold a tune. Like, don't puff me up to be anything.
I'm going to use that one. Don't puff me up. I like that one. Puff me up. That's a good one. But you did, though. You had a
Yeah, it did.
you had a beautiful voice.
Oh, I wasn't agreeing to that, but yeah. Yeah. Yes, I used to do that, yeah.
Yeah. You're still quite the entertainer, though.
Am I?
Yeah, very much so. Hey, she's still quite the entertainer.
It's my daughter who's a singer. She's amazing.
Yeah,
Her harmonies and stuff, I'm like, oh, you might have to teach me, babe.
that's cool, though, eh?
That's kapahaka too, eh? You know, they go pretty hard.
They do. And, yeah, they do have beautiful voices.
She does. She's
do.
amazing.
It's the vibrato and the just a
That's
strength.
it. I don't even have that.
It's crazy.
I don't even have a vibrato. You know, she holds notes. It sounds beautiful. I can't do that.
And that's the key to having vibrato is actually holding the note
Yeah.
to allow you to get the vibrato. It's crazy, but I love it. I love it when they learn it at a young age. It can be taught, definitely can be taught, but it's all breathing and what have you.
And it's what music and songs you listen to as well is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a bit of a bogan and intermediate, so maybe that's why I don't have a vibrato listening to rock music.
I find it so hard to imagine you being a bogan.
Oh, not 100%, but
I know.
yeah, you definitely love the rock music and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Who's your favourite rock group?
I don't really listen to it now.
Okay.
A lot of it sounds a bit depressing, so I don't really go there anymore. But
Some of the music these days, eh?
I don't really like music
Some
these
of the
days.
shit that comes out, I think,
It's-
what the heck is that?
Disgusting.
And I know a lot of them are just stealing old school tunes and then remaking it with bloody lyrics from today. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, it's just
pretty
lyrics and everything are just pretty trash.
Yeah. I still love, I still love my R&B, love my rap, but I'm a 90s rap guy too. Rap that you can actually understand what they're saying.
You're not the mumble stuff, eh?
Nah.
I can't stand any of that stuff.
I love the guys who actually structured their sentences properly so they actually had a story.
Yeah.
Some
A
of
good
the stuff
story?
Today, oh, what? Any story that sounded good. These days, you can say the same thing over and over again for 10 lines, and people are like, hey, that is.
Yeah, that repetition, eh? It's
Oh, bro,
stuck in your head.
It's just not good. Not good.
No.
All right. Have I missed out on anything?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I have.
Oh.
So you on any dating apps?
No.
No?
What am I going to find on there?
I don't know, man.
Told you I wasn't looking.
I'm going to be honest. People who don't look, just go on them anyway.
Let's be honest,
Even
people who
beautiful
shouldn't.
people do.
No, but people who shouldn't be looking.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
them too. They just make fake names and fake profiles. And
That's not me.
did you know this, though? Here's a fact I'll share with you, which probably won't stun you. But did you know there are more people under 18 on dating apps than there are on Instagram and Facebook?
Really?
Crazy. Yeah?
What the hell? Oh my
That is a
god.
fact. More young people under 18 are on those
Ugly. It's like,
apps.
relax.
It's crazy,
Just
dude.
live your life first.
I still can't
Don't
figure
worry
out
about
how-
settling down so soon.
And look, good looking come in all different shapes and sizes and forms. But if you're, why would you even jump on them? I'm just confused.
Nothing natural about it, is there?
No,
I mean, it works for some people.
It does. And some people have
Does
hooked
it?
up and got
Yeah.
married and had kids. And
Yeah.
maybe they just need a hand up, a leg up.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Is that your final question?
No. I'm getting to my
Yeah,
final,
okay.
So I've got to ask you, what's your perfect guy, Hannah? What's your, if you're looking, and you're not at the moment, she's not.
I'm not looking.
No, but if you were, what would your ideal guy be?
Are you talking looks wise?
Just a gentleman.
Just a man of God. That's it. Anything
it.
else kind of comes. All the attributes of that would come with it, wouldn't it?
I love that. So if you're, whether you're 80 kilos, 180 kilos, if you're a man of God.
Well,
Just
hey,
stand
if you're
a
a man,
chance.
you can't really be. There's certain sins that you shouldn't be doing as well. You say 100 and something, but that's gluttony, isn't it?
What if you are 180 kilos? You might have to be 150 kilos then. Lose 30 kilos.
7 foot. No.
I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, we're going to play a game. Should we play
Oh
a game?
my gosh.
You wanna play a game?
What does it entail?
What do I normally play? I just make it up
Oh
on
my
the
god.
spot.
I don't know if I should.
Okay, and we play a game called this or that, right?
Okay.
So I pick two things. You pick one or the other.
Oh,
this
for Pete's
or that.
sakes. Okay.
Okay, pretty easy, eh?
Sounds it, but let's see
It
what
is
sort
easy.
of.
So let's start off nice and simple. Maybe just 4 or 5 questions, a bit of this or that. Okay. So here's an easy one: CFC, KFC. I love the way she thought about that because KFC's in the running.
What are you ordering though?
Oh, doesn't matter.
Is
Whatever.
it just chicken and chips or what?
Just chicken and chips. Because I mean, CFC you can't really. Well, you can order a burger there too, but what would you prefer? CFC, KFC, this or that?
Maybe KFC because I like the coleslaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but CFC's good though.
Yeah, hit and miss sometimes. Nah,
You reckon?
Sorry, Christine. No, I think I don't know. Sometimes so is KFC.
My kids love it; they rate it, but they love KFC too.
Can be hit and miss too.
Mm.
I just like going when it's packed
Yeah.
because then you know everything's should be on point.
Mm.
See, easy as that. All right.
Yeah, that's how you started it. You're just gonna go mild to start with it, right?
We're just small steps.
Next.
Small steps, Hannah.
Okay.
Okay, let's stick with the food thing. Okay.
Okay.
McDonald's, Burger King.
Burger King.
What's your go-to there?
There.
Yeah, Burger King.
I like the rodeos. I like a Whopper.
What did I have last night? I know. I just happened to go there because my baby wanted something from there. What did I try? The crispy chicken.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh, it's real good. But I went to KFC first though and got me a chicken and then went and got a...
Well, the thing is my mum like borderline steps me out, or like any of us out if we ever come back with McDonald's. She's like, that's poison. Why are you knowingly poisoning yourself with that rubbish?
I must say, I've always been a fan of a McChicken.
I was
But
always
I
a
know a
fan of fish.
McChicken doesn't taste like a... I don't know. Maybe it's just a McDonald's buzz. I'm not sure. But I think their cheeseburgers and their double cheeseburgers and triple cheeseburgers I think are nice and juicy.
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 Nice.
Juicy. They're juicier than BKs, but
Interesting.
yeah. All right. Let's get just a few more questions.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Hannah. So, are you a rugby or a rugby league girl?
Is that play? I only ever played rugby.
Or either. What do you prefer to watch, play, whatever? Better? What's better? Rugby
These
or
days,
rugby league?
league. But like I don't have a preference because I feel like watching any sport played well is good to watch, regardless.
Okay.
I watch anything that's
All right.
maybe
All
not
right.
golf, even though it's
You don't
fun.
like golf?
No, I do. I
like
like to
watching
play it, but not so much watching it.
You good at golf?
No,
No.
no, but it's fun.
It's the laughs, eh?
Yeah.
It is the laughs.
Yeah,
You know, and there's nothing like laughing at someone playing golf, eh?
and the pressure when everyone's watching you, or when the next people are waiting for you, it's like,
Crazy.
oh, you go.
Especially like you're on the tee and the people down in front of you go, oh no, you can come through, and you're like, oh, and you're sitting there like, oh, don't shake it. Then you shake it, and everyone in the fairway is like, oh, bro, I thought they could play, bro. They're right up our butts. And like, nah.
Swing and a
golf.
miss,
I
but
love
yeah,
watching golf. Actually, yeah.
interesting.
Both. I don't know. Sit there and think, oh, I need to do that to my swing. I need to do that to my swing. I don't play it much these days, though. To be honest, just got no time.
I just gotta hit the ball first, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's wind that up a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
You said stick with food, and now you went sports, and now what are we doing next?
We'll just wind it up a little bit more. BNZ? ANZ?
BNZ, because I used to work there, of course.
Okay. Well, let me chuck something else in there then. Kiwi Bank? What else is in town? Is there
That's
any
it.
other bank in town?
There's 4.
Oh, there's only 4. Oh, well, Kiwi Bank, ANZ then. Let me take out BNZ. Kiwi Bank, ANZ. Who do you prefer? Because I bet you know everyone that works at both.
Yeah, there's lovely people that work at both, like really lovely women that I know work at both.
ANZ, Kiwi Bank. Who's the better?
I will say ANZ because I banked with ANZ. That's the only reason. I don't know much about Kiwi Bank.
Okay.
That's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's stay on the business, okay?
Okay.
Let's stay on the, All right. Let's go. I forgot what I was going to ask you.
Just as long as you don't ask questions that could get me cancelled, you know.
No, I'll never do that. Last one then. Last question. Okay? This or that. Okay?
Here we go. What are you going to finish with? It better not be stupid.
It's not stupid.
Okay, go.
Remember this one or that one?
Yeah, go.
Okay. G-string or nothing?
Oh, nah. See, I knew it was stupid.
It's not stupid.
Nah.
What do you prefer?
You
G-string
see that?
or nothing?
Wait. Did you say it? I knew you were going to be stupid for the last one. No, I'm not answering that question.
You can get both.
I'll go plead the fifth.
She's pleaded the fifth. We'll keep it at pleaded the fifth. Love it. Now you can decide what she prefers. You know.
Please don't.
That's a good fun.
Don't even worry about that.
Just do that in your own time, okay? Do that in your own time.
Oh
anyway,
my gosh.
friend, so wonderful to have you. And I know it's freaking hot in here at the moment. Eh?
It is.
I should have turned the aircon on and opened my door, but I forgot all about it. But thank you so much for joining me on the couch today. See, it wasn't as bad as you thought, eh?
I did ask if he was desperate.
Never
I?
desperate. D-Fresh is
To be
never
asking
desperate.
me.
We just always look for, people who are talented, people who are community orientated and just do fantastic things for our people. And you're one of those, Hannah. Be proud of what you've done and where you've gotten to so far, and just keep being you. Anything you want to leave our podcasters with?
Well, Westpac offer great courses on financial literacy. Heaps of stuff. Our facilitator Brenda Dam is amazing. So if organisations in town or anything like that would be interested, just come and see us.
There we go. Love it. There's a high five. Hannah Tunupopo, podcasters, joining me today on the podcast. That is us done and dusted. Join us next time when we catch up with another talented individual doing amazing things in our community. Until next time, my name is Dr. Fresh. Take care.